Hey everyone, it's your favorite half Filipina, and today I am going to discuss with you why I didn't experience culture shock when I went to the Philippines for the first time ever. And yeah, get some tea and sit with me and let's talk. So when I went to the Philippines for the first time, I went in July, which was just last month, 2024. It is now August, but you know, when I went to the Philippines, I didn't really feel like I was any different than everybody else there. And maybe that could be because, yes, I am half Filipina. I am a Filipina. My dad is Filipino. But the thing is, I really feel like that was my home, and I was just, meant to be there, or in another life I once lived there, or something like that. But it just felt like I really resonated with the Philippines and the culture there and the people, and I think that's why I really didn't have much culture shock. I don't really know if people would call me a foreigner, but I would say that because I spent my whole life in Canada, like practically, my whole life in Canada without going anywhere else in the world, I would be a foreigner, someone new to the Filipino culture, especially because I was recently introduced to the Filipino culture and have really grasped the idea of what being Filipino means, and I'm still learning about it as well. So I guess maybe in a way I am a foreigner, and this is a new chapter of my life that I need to discover. But the main points that I want to talk about are things that foreigners have said on the internet about what was shocking to them when they were in the Philippines for the first time, or their experiences in the Philippines. So number one is the people. The people of the Philippines are very kind in general, and a lot of my family members are very excited all the time. They're happy, they joke a lot, and I don't think I really realized the traits of them growing up in Canada. I don't think I realized how that was connected to the way I was raised. Here in Canada, I don't really have any Filipino family at all, and it was always just me, my parents, and my younger sister. But my parents never raised me in any culture. I was just raised to be a very kind person, and I grew into my personality. And for me, I would say that I am a very extroverted person, and that I love to talk to people, and I do like to listen and just joke around all the time, be happy, and go exploring everywhere. I think that's a really important part of how I grew up, but I don't think I connected that to the Filipino culture. In the Philippines, family is everything, and that being together is something really important. And for me, growing up, it was pretty much all the same. I just don't think I really ever realized that was Filipino culture. That was the way that's the way that Filipinos do things. And my mom is not a Filipino, and she really never had any previous experience with Filipinos until she met my dad. But the way that they raised me feels like, now that I know the Filipino culture after being to the Philippines, it feels like I really was raised to be a Filipina. And the Filipino culture is just, it's beautiful, especially when it comes to family. And I love the way that they're so family oriented. I love the way that we're so family oriented because I'm a Filipina, It's a lovely trait of Filipinos, and I don't think it was really shocking to me either to feel the warmth and love from my family. It's shocking, yes, because I have so much family. I thought it was just okay, grandma, this and this. And I love how, with family, people do care, and they do like to be around you. I couldn't ask for anything more. I really love to be a family-oriented person. I enjoy the big family life. And yes, having, sometimes peace and quiet alone is good, but I do really love the values and the traits when it comes to Filipino family. I love the joking around. And something that I know that can be shocking to some people who are foreigners is oh my gosh, I almost burned my hand on the candle, but anyways, is the way that Filipinos joke. Sometimes when Filipinos joke, it can almost sound like it could be offensive, but many people have told me, even on YouTube in my comment sections, people have told me, when Filipinos joke with you, it might sound, very rude, but it's not supposed to be rude. It's just supposed to be fun. That's just the way we are, and I've really recognized that, and I don't think it was shocking to me when I went to the Philippines, because that's just the way it is. And taking everything to heart is, you don't have to be serious all the time. Just like chill, be laid back. It's gonna be okay. And people too, like in Canada, I've met a lot of kind people, and people do give compliments, maybe not so much as it is in the Philippines. In the Philippines, when I was there, a lot of people were giving me compliments. A lot of people had a lot of nice things to say, and it was really nice, but it wasn't shocking, because a lot of people online and the Filipino family and the friends that I've had in Canada and in the US have been very, 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 very kind. I appreciate those things, and that's probably why I didn't really experience a lot of culture shock, was because I feel like I already experienced the Filipino personality. And I'm not saying that all Filipinos are extroverted, happy, like to joke around and everything. Everyone is different, because we are all human, but mainly the Filipino culture is very energetic and very family oriented and beautiful. So yeah. Now, something that was a little bit shocking to me was the fact that sometimes when you plan to see one or two people, at least 20 people will show up. And don't get me wrong, this is not supposed to be bad at all. In Canada, I don't have any family, and it's really sad sometimes because I don't have anyone. And you don't get to sit down at the dinner table every day with tons of people around you. And oh my goodness, I feel like I'm about to cry because I'm missing my family right now. But yeah, I don't feel like it was a shocker. I knew that I had a lot of Filipino family, and I'm really glad that they wanted to see me, and that they actually hang out. They hung out with me. So yeah. Now, another culture shock that some people have talked about online is the staring. I was told before going to the Philippines that a lot of people would stare at me in public. And yes, that is true. A lot of people do stare at you in public, and people have also assured me that the staring is not bad. Even my own family has told me that the staring is not bad in the Philippines, usually. The only time I did get a bad stare was one time when we were in the 100 Islands, actually. But, but that's besides the whole point. That's not culture shocking. But yeah, whenever I stepped out in public, people were looking at me, and you know what? It didn't really scare me. It doesn't startle me. In Canada, I also get stared at, but I never take anything to heart. And people have told me online, that's just a sign of admiration. And especially if you are a foreigner, they will look at you. And to me, I find that very cute, and just thank you so much. Thank you. At least you are appreciating my presence on Earth. Always be optimistic, guys. Do not take anything very, 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 very seriously, or else you will be sad. But yeah, I never really recognize myself as looking different than to all the other Filipinos. I like to think of myself as, one of all of you. We're all Filipino, And getting compliments outside, with people telling me, hey, you're really beautiful, or people asking me when we're out in public, walking in a mall, hey, can I take a picture with you? Sure, of course. I was raised to be a friendly person, and I think that that's why it wasn't also shocking to me to experience the Filipino friendliness when I went there for the first time. It was just like, okay, sure, we're friends now. But yeah, the staring didn't really get to me in any negative way. I just took it as like, thank you. And yes. I even asked my mom about how she felt about the staring in the Philippines, and she said she didn't really mind. She wasn't really bothered by it. And my mom is a foreigner, and she was, always being stared at, and I would say even more than me. But, it's whatever. Like, if it's a bad stare, it's a bad stare. But like a lot of the time, people have assured me that those stares are not malicious. They are, admiring you and, your features and how you're different. So yeah, and that's cute. Now, looking different is also something that a few people have pointed out to me. When we were in the Grab taxi, which is, a taxi in the Philippines, it's equivalent to Uber. It's like, it's just casual. We're just sitting in the back of the taxi, and then some of the drivers are actually engaging in the conversation with us, and a few of the drivers actually have looked back, and they look at me and my sister and my mom, all three of us at the back, and they go, they point to my sister, and then this one is Morena, this one looks half, and this one is a foreigner. And it's funny. And also something that wasn't culturally shocking too was the amount of eating that we were doing in the Philippines. Like, I do eat a lot, which is crazy because I do like food, and my dad will tell you that my fridge is pretty much open almost all the time, and I'm eating something. But I'm not like eating cookies and chips. Like, I really like vegetables. Like, I'm a very big vegetable fan. And that was amazing in the Philippines. I really, really loved how I could just go to Save More, which is a market in the Philippines, and just pick up fruits. Or if there was a vendor outside, he's like pushing buko, and my aunt would run outside and she would get some buko juice for us, and it was just like really beautiful because I was able to have like healthy food selections. And by healthy food selections, I mean like fruits and vegetables, just for us to eat. And that's usually what I pick out of the fridge anyways. But yeah, eating a lot in the Philippines is pretty normal, and it's something that I did enjoy too, because a lot of the times that I ate, it was with my family, and something that Philippines really did for me was allow me to eat more with my family and spend more time with my family, and family that I didn't even know, which was great because I love to meet new people. I like to, listen to stories. I love stories in the Philippines. They always have like really crazy stories sometimes, and it's something that I really miss. I really miss the Philippines right now. And talking about the Philippines and how I've really had no culture shock is crazy. But the main reason why I really think I didn't have any culture shock in the Philippines was because, I grew up in a household where I was taught to be kind. I was taught to be friendly. I was taught to be laughing all the time and joking around. And yes, being serious, but also, just not taking everything to heart and in a pessimistic way. Being optimistic is really important and is a big Filipino value. Just, putting your trust in God, and just realizing that everything's gonna be okay in the end is just a big part. And I think, that's the Filipino way. So in general, I didn't really feel unsafe in the Philippines. I didn't really feel like there was anything bad going to happen to me. I know people did mention, you have to be careful of pickpocketers, but, I didn't really feel like anything malicious was going to happen to me. Right now, I really do miss the Philippines. And actually, while you're watching this video, this is actually from the Philippines. And let me pull it off. One sec. Oh, he came with the tape. that I stuck him on. Okay, let me take off the tape. But anyways, look at this thing. Oh my goodness. Okay, but look at this thing. Look at him. He is a whale shark. It's a whale shark. He's so cute. Look at him. He's so cute. It's a whale shark magnet. Look at his face. This whale shark is telling you to like and subscribe right now. Right? Teddy Blake, New York. This video was sponsored by Teddy Blake. Teddy Blake is a company that creates luxury bags handmade in Italy. Teddy Blake bags are made up of 100% Italian premium leather. My bag is the Lola Crocco 12-inch black and gold. Very beautiful structure, elegantly crafted, and a great gift for someone who loves luxury bags. Right now, there's a sale, so run to their website and also visit their social media pages in my description. Also use my code TBJulia30 for $30 off. There are so many designs and colors to choose from, but wait, fun fact, they release new collections every month, so make sure to check their website out. If you buy from Teddy Blake, use their hashtag Teddy Blake, and maybe you'll find yourself on their Instagram page.